Hi class, Dr. Stevens here. Just wanted to give you a couple of thoughts as you begin researching your articles for review and help you to maybe plan out your time and effort a little bit and make the best use of your efforts. As you've noted, these article reviews coming up from this first one on, they are spaced every 2 weeks. The reason I decided to do that was I was finding that having you do a single review every single week was a huge burden on both the students and on me in terms of grading. And so spreading that out, I thought, would be a more efficient use of time. Not that it's going to be less work for either one of us, but that it would be a better use of our time and that we'd end up with a better end result. And so I implemented that in the fall semester, and I was pretty pleased with the results, and so that's why I've continued doing it this semester. But I just want to give you maybe a little bit of advice on that. As you attempt to find these 2 articles for each review, I would encourage you, and I'm expecting that these 2 articles that you review together will have some correlation of some kind, that there will be something in common, that you can make a connection between the 2 of them. That will be really helpful as you fill out your synthesis matrix. It will be really helpful in the end as you begin compiling your notes and narrative for your final literature review. If you have already made those connections between different resources, it will really simplify the end process, I believe. But I want you to be cautious in that giving you 2 weeks to do this doesn't mean that you get the first week off to relax and not do anything and then hurry and try to get it all done in the second week. That's not going to be beneficial at all. I would encourage you to spend the entire 2 weeks, maybe the first week, doing your research, trying to find the articles that work well together and that fit within your narrative, and then the second week compiling your narrative and submitting the assignment. I think that would be a much better use of your time and result in better quality work than trying to jam it all into the last couple of days before the due date. So I just wanted to give you my thoughts on that. Encourage you to get your work in on time. I will try to get it graded promptly so that you get some feedback that you can use for your next assignment. I've found in terms past that students who don't pay attention to the feedback that I give them keep making the same errors over and over again and don't address them, and it hurts them in the end. So pay attention to the feedback that I give you, and as I mentioned early on here, utilize that synthesis matrix. That's really a simple task, and it gives you a few points, so you're getting some easy points there. But the first if you just address it each time, you're really only looking at 2 articles and you're identifying the main points of them and you're putting it on that matrix, and then when you've done all 8 articles, you've got this matrix that's filled out, and it pretty much lays out on its own. It lays out your pathway for your final narrative. So I think you'll find that very, very helpful. So anyway, if you have any questions, be sure to get in touch with me, and just wish you the best.